All right. Either we built of glass or we built to last. Let them get mad while you evolve your craft. Focus on that cash and stay on that narrow path. Okay, family? So every day it's a battle with self. The spirit versus the flesh. Which one will you let drive your soul, your psyche? You know what I'm saying? Because the program deprives of breaking us. You know what I mean? And every day, even before we was targeted and overt to this program, we always been in a spiritual battle. So it's best not to try to put meaning to things, but what's obvious is obvious. So, for example, this program, capitalizes off our urges. It wants us to be fully submerged, you know, in our desires, where they can demonize us and feed us in a vicious cycle of false projections, you know, till we believe the lies and become that monster and give them the absolute results. You know, one thing I can say, I am so proud, that I don't watch adult videos anymore. I used to be a victim of adult videos. I damn near knew all the porn stars by name, eyes glued to the screen, jacking the fingerprints off my hand, um, spilling unnecessary seed, was fatigued, tired. And I don't know, maybe because of my ADHD, it made it even more difficult for me to focus on my set goals, you know, accomplishing, things. I always had that problem of starting something but never finishing it, you know. But I could always accomplish getting that nut, like the Ice Age squirrel. Anybody ever seen the Ice Age movie? They know exactly what I'm talking about, and my mind would get infiltrated and everything would become sexualized. Like to the point where I couldn't be in a room with a beautiful girl without having nasty thoughts. So the program monitors everything we do, right? So every day, they put up these traps just to see like which hole will I fall into so that they can justify that I'm a monster. They can justify this program, right? They know I was a chronic masturbator, you know, and they would feed me a lot of subliminals with beef jerky and Palmer's lotion, at my job, on company vehicles, and even on shirts till I obviously got the idea. It's not like I was making meaning of things. It was just obvious. They do it so much, sensitize you so much to it's just obvious. And they turned it up a notch. You know, I know family colors are just colors. And this is my situation. I know every TI has different situations and we have similar tactics, but we have different situations. So I know colors are just colors, but in my personal targeting, they use the American colors, the main three colors, red, white, and blue. You know what I mean? To humiliate or push me to some kind of perversion. They have white, red, and blue days when it comes to me, the big three. The white days be the humiliation frequencies, trying to play on my securities, feeding me false projections that I'm not good enough, tall enough, big enough, an undesirable, a loser, that anything you can do, I can do better. Anything you can do, I can do better. That type of mentality. So white and my targeting, when I see a lot of white cars, white outfits, white shoes, white trucks, small U-Haul trucks, ultimately sensitizing my mind to the color white, associating it with humiliation frequencies. You know what I mean? Now, the next color is blue. The blue days is the perversion frequency. I watched a lot of porn. So maybe the program thought if we can deprive him from sexual relations with a woman, we can turn him out to a fun boy, So maybe he can join the rainbow tribe. So when I see the blues, I get a lot of sassiness and zesty vibes. Dudes used to ask if I needed a ride. Dudes used to, in their cars, blow kisses at me. They ain't gonna up do it right in front of my face, but they'll blow kisses at me while they in traffic. You know, uh, all type of dudes from different classes would bend over. Like the T.I. Nappy Roots would mention in his videos when he Nappy Roots in his videos, he have a lot of documentation of dudes bending over, and he'll call them the booty bandits. And I could relate so much to that. People wearing colorful shirts, all them little gay hand gestures from supposedly straight men, and the googly eyes, all these irritation tactics. I almost literally crashed out a couple times, but thankfully the Lord is on my side, and I'm still here, and I'm still free. This damn near made me hate the color blue, like I was a blood or something, you know? Now, the last color of this American flag, red, this is the worst one, emitting the pedophile, predator, monster energy. So they think by depriving me from, a real sexual encounter and, me filling myself with porn, they think they can open the door to the ultimate perversion. So if they can't make me kill myself or be some kind of transformer, maybe they think they can turn me on to the younger crowd. So they sexualize their kids, undeveloped and underage, hoping I'll fall for the pedophile to catch a predator bait. You know what I mean? Red is the could be whatever color you want red to be, but they made it obvious that red is the color for death, jail, or bloodshed. You know, a lot of people will put their hands behind their back, promising me jail time. And even now, I eventually stopped watching porn. And even now I'm building, self-control. You know what I mean? Um, I don't think it's possible for me to stoop down to that level. I don't think I'm gonna give them that result that they looking for, but they will not stop trying. And I'm combating lust every day, with prayer and strong will, and that really helps. So out of these American colors, when I get an excessive amount of colors at the beginning of the day, it makes it obvious to know what time they on, what frequency they trying to emit to me. So that's the big three that they always hit me with, y'all. Undesirable, homo or bisexual, uh, pedophile, predator. And this is the red, white, and blue. And they will falsely project these projections until they think that I'm going to believe it, and until I give them the absolute results in becoming that monster they desperately, desperately want me to be. But through prayer and, of course, my wife, that's my shield that really helps me to fight off these demonic attacks. Because if it wasn't for my God Almighty, I would have been gone, y'all. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is never fall for the false projections. And you know what I mean? Sometimes it's good to be isolated, and rejection is just God's protection. What's destined is destined. So no more stress. And remember, we still alive, and that's a blessing. And with that being said, family, peace.